and welcome into another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by the second half of our Dan duet, the two Dan band. What other clever cliches we have is Dan Beebe. Dan Beebe, how are you doing tonight?
All right. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Dan O'Shea couldn't be with us. He's a little bit under the weather. And if we're being perfectly honest, I am over this weather.
Yeah.
And Tony has a work engagement, so it's going to be just the two of us. You know what that means, right?
Bases are covered, regardless.
Well,
literally, Game 7 tonight.
Game 7 tonight, absolutely, but we can talk some wrestling.
We could.
Yeah, what do you say we kick off the talk with some wrestling? We got a lot of stuff to cover in the world of professional wrestling. First, I don't even know where you want to start. We could talk Crown Jewel, which is tomorrow, which is WWE's quote-unquote pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. And a lot of people are very interested in that, and a lot of people, for good reason, are not. We could also talk the rest of WWE. We could talk AEW. When I say we could, I mean we're going to. There's also NWA Power. So we got a lot of things to discuss. Dan Beebe,
let's touch on all of it.
I'm going to let you choose. Where do you want to go first?
Oh, God. Let's get this Crown Jewel thing out of the way.
Crown Jewel.
Yep.
All right. Again, as I've said, Crown Jewel, WWE's pay-per-view.
I got the matches listed right here.
Going to take place in Saudi Arabia.
Courtesy of Bleacher Report. Looks like we got here. Of course, you got Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez.
You want to just run through the entire card, or do you want to go match by match?
We'll break them down. Yeah. So we'll do like one at a time based on this.
Yeah. So let's start with Brock versus Cain. Interesting matchup. Again, WWE booking that a lot of people have a problem with. Big guy comes in, big guy gets title chance. Hasn't even wrestled an actual match in WWE. And here's this guy getting pushed right to the front of the line. I understand a lot of people have a problem with it.
Benjamin, of course, we saw. Yeah,
I have a problem with it. I think Cain Velasquez could be good for WWE. I don't think bringing Brock Lesnar to SmackDown, having him win the championship in like 5 seconds, and then immediately going on to a guy who's never wrestled a WWE match, I don't think it's smart booking.
It's not. We can get into this debate longer than we care for, but I think we both agree the writing in recent years hasn't been spectacular with this company. But
I mean,
they break through every now and then with a decent gimmick, but it's like
you're putting it nicely by saying it hasn't been very good booking. It has been absolutely horrible booking for the most part. Mm-hmm. Horrible. But they're making money. They know what they're doing. And I'm just a peon sitting on my couch talking about it.
Oh, they'll make money despite themselves, sure.
Yeah, to the entire one listener that's listening to this podcast. Listener, whoever you are, you know who you are. Thank you. But yeah, so a lot of people have a problem with guys like Cain Velasquez coming in and getting the shot immediately, which does bother me. But also, look at it like a double-edged sword. Ronda Rousey did the same thing, and a lot of people were excited that Ronda Rousey was going to come in immediately and make an impact.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. So if Ronda Rousey fans are pissed off that Cain Velasquez is getting this title chance so early in his WWE career, that's a problem. I mean, you can't pick and choose.
Right, and it's all a marketing campaign too. Like, okay, here's the guy that Brock Lesnar hasn't forgotten about in 9 years with the UFC fight. It's all this ploy to put this rivalry over the top. You go from the cage to the squared circle. I personally don't think it's going to be a good match. If we want to break it down, I think Brock wins pretty easily.
The thing that a lot of people are going to say is that they're sick of Brock and they want to see the belt on someone else because he always wins.
I mean, okay, yeah, you make that argument, but at the same time, there's plenty of other guys in the company that deserve the shot. I for one, Shelton Benjamin made the argument. You come in, you can basically beat up Rey Mysterio and his son, and you get a title shot. Or, you defend, I got ahead of myself. You defend Rey Mysterio and his son, Brock Lesnar comes after him. You go to the front of the line. I mean, no.
Yeah, and obviously, WWE knows what they're doing. I have to say that twice, just in case anyone listening is out there shouting about how great AEW is and how stupid WWE is. We'll get to AEW.
Yeah.
WWE makes bad decisions. Just hold on with your criticism.
Yeah. Yeah, don't attack the comment section too quick.
If you're a fan of AEW, you're not going to like what we have to say.
Yeah.
So, Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar.
Prediction?
Do you have any interest in this match at all?
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how quick it ends. That's my prediction on it. What do you think is going to happen?
I think what they should do is okay.
I mean, I'm guessing it's a
disqualification.
There will be disqualification.
Yeah. It's probably going to be something like that. But what WWE creative should do,
actually, just quick, I could see what's going to happen. Like somebody comes out, say it be, Rey Mysterio's son or him, distracts the ref. Cain Velasquez gets the chair desperation move, and it somehow ends like that. But
what WWE should do is have a contingency plan. Okay, have a storyline featuring Brock Lesnar as the champion, have a storyline featuring Cain Velasquez as champion, and then let them actually fight unscripted. A UFC style fight. Let them do what they do, and then just be prepared to run with the story regardless of who wins.
Could go that route, sure.
The problem with that could be that this new guy comes in, Cain Velasquez, and just beats the shit out of Brock Lesnar, and you've just wasted a whole bunch of time making him out to be this just absolute monster that really doesn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it takes interference to beat him. It takes weapons to beat him. In a fair fight, one-on-one, he does not lose.
I mean, what you see and what he does in WWE is basically a warm-up for him. He's not like,
Right.
I mean, he struggles to operate in their, in their playground because, like, he'll literally hurt people, and it's just his nature. He can't control it. He can't control that. He's like...
He's not like New Jack. He's not out there trying to hurt
but
people.
He's just, like...
So physical.
Yeah, there's, like, the locker room and then him on the whole other level.
He only knows how to do it one way, and that's all the way.
He's a cage fighter. He's not,
Mm-hmm. I got you. So, predictions. You know what? Cain Velasquez wins.
All right, I'll go Brock.
Here's how it's going to happen, though. Rey Mysterio and his son are going to come out, and they're going to attack Cain Velasquez. He wins by disqualification. Brock retains.
Mm-hmm.
They take this into the next pay-per-view, which should be Survivor Series, right?
Yeah, November. So it'd be the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So take this into Survivor Series, where Brock Lesnar's going to win fair, and then Cain Velasquez will probably get one more shot, still lose, and then go into matches with like Braun Strowman and whatnot. Although Braun's got his own boxer.
Yeah. That's a whole separate thing.
Talk about that 'cause it's on the card.
Yeah.
But let's move on. I say Cain wins disqualification. You say Brock wins how?
Brock's just going to go out and be Brock. He'll go out.
So Brock wins clean.
He's going to hit Suplex City, the F5, and I say probably under 10 minutes, if not under 5 minutes.
Actually, now that I think about it, Brock Lesnar has lost clean at least once that I've seen.
Yeah, to Goldberg.
To Goldberg. Yes.
I forget the pay-per-view though. Where they did put the kibosh on that finally, where he goes out and beats Goldberg. It was like SummerSlam or
yeah.
So
anyways, what's the next?
Next one here we got Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt, Universal Championship for a Falls Count Anywhere.
So let's go right to the
whole Firefly Funhouse thing.
Let's go right to. We'll start with what we think is going to be the finish, and then we'll come back to other things.
I think Bray wins.
I think Bray wins as well, and they somehow make their way to the Firefly Funhouse, and it finishes in there.
That's what's going to be. Like, it's going to be Bray's home field, and he just starts getting like falls all over the place.
Right. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Bray Wyatt's going to win, get the Universal Championship, and
this one I think is so pretty much one-sided. We don't really have to hash on that too much.
Hold on. I want to talk about the Firefly Funhouse with you for a minute, because I watched a video. I don't remember who it is that I watched the video, and I'm sorry if you happen to be listening, which I know you're not. I would love I would love to give credit to you. I just don't remember who it was, because I watch a bunch of wrestling videos where they give their theories and discussions, and they were talking about 4 theories about the Firefly Funhouse, and one of them was that it doesn't even exist. That it's all in Bray Wyatt's head, and it's the thing that's holding the Fiend back from being the Fiend full time. And Seth Rollins burned it down, which allowed him, the Fiend, to take over full time. As we've seen on Raw, that's not the case. Firefly Funhouse is back. Another theory is that it doesn't exist, and that's why it couldn't be burnt down. Why it's back. Because it's all in Bray Wyatt's and now Seth Rollins' head. That in the future, we're going to see an episode where Seth Rollins goes in to destroy the Firefly Funhouse, and they're going to show like a breaking the fourth wall kind of thing, I guess. They're going to show what the Firefly Funhouse looks like backstage, and it's just going to be a blank room, and Seth is just going crazy. And so it's all in Bray's head. He got into Seth's head, and now the Firefly Funhouse exists outside of just Bray Wyatt. It's all mental games is basically the gist of it. So there were a couple of other theories. They're not as good as those two. What do you think about what the Firefly Funhouse is? Do you think it's a place that actually exists? If it is, how did it get burned down and it's back? And of course it's scripted. We know it's scripted.
Yeah.
But, like, what... The story.